Welcome back to Midday. Sandy Volo joins us. How are you?
I'm great, Steph. How are you doing?
Good. Good to have you here.
Good to be here.
So you've got a lot of information, rather, on the budget. Just came out yesterday.
I do, actually. So the Liberals, they introduced their first budget for 2016. They did come through on some of their promises, which was to increase spending on infrastructure as well as revamp the child benefit system as it stands. I do want to talk a little bit about their T-tax measures that they implemented, and I believe we have a slide that we can pull up, and just kind of going quickly over the first few points.
Sure, some of the highlights.
Yeah, so some clients that do have money in non-registered investments, and they're in the corporate class funds, which means that they can flip back and forth between different sectors or different funds, are no longer going to be able to do that without having a taxable implication on those. So it's going to be considered a capital gain if they're selling at a profit and buying a new fund. That's one thing. They are going to cancel the proposed tax exemption on certain donations. That's going to happen. They're going to be keeping the small business income tax rate where it was. They had talked about doing a reduction from 11 to 9%. They're going to be keeping that at about 10.5%, so that's not going to really change. They're also going to be closing some loopholes when it comes to business owners using their life insurance contracts inside their corporations to be able to pay out funds on a tax-exempt basis. That is going to be stopping. So, business owners need to be aware of that change, because up until now, you've been able to move things around a little bit in there.
Right.
Now, another item that is coming back, actually, is the labor-sponsored funds. Now, people might remember Working Opportunities Fund. It allowed you a 15% tax credit.
Right.
You put it into your RSP, and it would help you at income tax time. That kind of went by the wayside, and Working Opportunities Fund wasn't that successful in the end. Well, they are bringing that back.
Okay. So,
something to talk to your advisor about if it's something you're interested in, but I know that we don't do those in our office, but it is a change. So I kind of really want to go back and focus a little bit more on how this is going to, the budget will impact our families and seniors. So
in the long run.
In the long run. The retirement income improvements that they have announced is that they're going to be increasing the GIS, the Guaranteed Income Supplement, for low-income senior, single seniors. They're going to be enhancing Canada Pension Plan with the goal is going to be at standard across the country. They're going to transition. So this is good news for myself and for you too, Steph, that the old age security benefit, which they had bumped up to age 67 before you could take it at certain ages. Now they're bringing that back down to 65, which is great. And then also we've got a lot of seniors, I know even in our practice, where we've got one senior that's still in the home and another one that is in care and having a lot more costs that are associated with that. So in recognition of that, they are going to they're proposing to increase benefits for these couples so that it will ease that burden a little bit on the higher expenses that they're going to incur. So it'll just make life a little simpler. Now, the child tax benefit, they're going to, it's going to provide more benefits to the lower and middle income families. Right now, the child tax benefit's tax-free. And it's going to replace some benefits that were there before. So they are revamping that. They are eliminating the income splitting for couples with children, and that's going to start in the 2016 year. So, that's definitely going to impact our younger families for sure. And they're going to be taking and giving here. They're going to take and give on the sports and education. So they're going to be eliminating children's fitness and arts tax credits, as well as the education and textbook tax credits. But at the same time, they're going to be enhancing the student grants for post-secondary education. So those, those changes are definitely the ones that are going to impact, us in our everyday lives and our seniors for sure. So yeah, it's a little bit of what they're proposing to do in this new budget. So
so something's good, something's bad.
Something's good, something's bad, and that's always the way, right?
Exactly.
So,
and then you'll look at it and you'll say, oh, you know what, maybe it's better this way. That's what always happens. It takes a little bit of time for you to realize if it actually impacts you that much. And change. None of us like change. Nobody likes change.
So,
well, right on. We got to cover everything.
We did.
Yay.
That was quick.
You're fantastic.
Oh, good.
Thanks so much for coming on today. Great information.
Good.
All right, all the info on the screen for you there. If you'd like to get a hold of Sandy or anybody over there at Abbott Wealth, give them a show. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Steph.
All right, we've got more Midday coming up for you right after this.